So, summary is really condensing something. It's making it shorter than the original. So instead of reading a whole book, in a few sentences, we can tell someone what the whole book was about. And so there are a few things. I've given you a checklist. You can look at them. But you want to give credit to the author. The thesis statement is a fancy way for saying the author's main point. So if we come back here, the first paragraph is called the introduction. And it's great when it's like this, and I want it for your sentences, but the main point is usually found in the beginning of the essay, and we can even look at it in the title. The death penalty is a step back. A step back means it's regressing. So we know that this whole essay is going to be about the cons of the death penalty. Morality apart, there are a number of practical reasons which form a powerful argument against capital punishment. That's our thesis statement. We wouldn't say that in our own words. We'd say there are several reasons why capital punishment is not a good idea. Then we come through and we say, what support does Coretta Scott King in her article, The Death Penalty is a Step Back, tell us? So in this, it's really predictable, but other places it might not be. But this is the topic sentence. It's the main point of the paragraph. It says, capital punishment makes irrevocable any miscarriage of justice. That means that capital punishment does not allow for mistakes. Okay? And these are details. We don't need to include that in our essay. We come down to the third point, and those transitions will tell us. The death penalty reflects an unwarranted assumption that the wrongdoer is beyond rehabilitation. We don't want to copy that, but we can say the death penalty assumes that people can't get better rehabilitated. There's a third reason. The death penalty is inequitable. The death penalty is not fair. Okay? The other parts are details that we don't need to include in a summary. And then we have the proponents of the death penalty. This is actually an opposing viewpoint. We don't really need to mention it. We could. And then we go back to our checklist and we kind of check through these things. Is each point discussed? Is it objective? Like you're not putting your opinions in here. Those kinds of things. But if you talk about conclusion is always going to be the last paragraphs. This one is really tiny. And it says the only way to break the chain of violence is that's just a call to action. Normally, we'd see this and we'd see the main points restated. But that's the gist of it. So much we can tell by the title. You can look at this checklist and kind of think, do I have everything that I need? I'll never do really detailed notes just because I want to give you digestible chunks. I hope this helps. You can come see me during my office hours. If it doesn't, please go to the Writing Center. I'm here to help in any way I can. So I think that is summary in a nutshell.